Did you know that one of history's most enigmatic women, a woman who turned scandal into celebrity and used beauty as a weapon of wit and power, forever changed the world of art, dance, and society? This is the story of Lola Montez, a woman who needs no introduction if you've ever heard the term femme fatale. This may be controversial, but Lola Montez was not just a beauty, she was a revolution. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be utterly mesmerized by her story. Born Eliza Gilbert in 1821 in Ireland, Lola Montez transformed her identity into one that redefined feminine power for her generation and beyond. When she became Lola Montez, it wasn't just a mere name change. It was a metamorphosis, a bold declaration of liberation from a society that sought to box her into conformity. But who was the real Lola Montez underneath the fame, fortune, and controversy? Let's find out. Picture this. The 1840s, an era of rigid societal norms. Women were expected to be docile lambs, soft-spoken, modest, and chained by decorum. But not Lola Montez. She broke every rule. When her beauty and fiery temperament found no place in a conventional world, she created a world of her own. It started with dance. Not just any dance, but dramatic, sensual, Spanish-style dance that left audiences spellbound. Now imagine her stepping onto the stage. Glossy dark curls frame her ivory face. Her piercing dark eyes captivate every soul in the crowd. And her movements, are the embodiment of raw emotion. For Victorian audiences, watching Lola Montez was an awakening. Every twirl of her skirt and every snap of her fan was a rebellion against the mundanity of propriety. The daring style of her flamenco skirts with bold, bordering on scandalous cuts became her signature, influencing the fashion of her generation. Her performance was not just art, it was defiance. Some danced to perform, Lola danced to provoke. She used her art not merely to entertain, but to make her audience feel, think, and reconsider their own perceptions of women. Yes, she scandalized the world, but she also inspired it. Of course, her beauty and talents quickly became the stuff of legends. Her fiery performances catapulted her to stardom, but what really made her iconic was her unapologetic individuality. You see, Lola Montez didn't just wear clothes. She wore a statement. Flowing silks, daring off-shoulder cuts, and beautiful Spanish lace became synonymous with her persona. She compelled designers, tailors, and women across Europe to push boundaries. And yet, her beauty was much more than external. Now, let us not forget her wit and intelligence. Far from being just an artist, Lola was a conversationalist extraordinaire, wielding her sharp tongue and razor intellect as skillfully as her fan. Envied by women and desired by men, Lola used her charm as both a shield and a sword. Behind the elaborate dresses and dramatic movements was a woman fighting for, and taking, what she believed she deserved. She brushed aside critics with a smirk as if to say, "Paint me as you like, I remain me." Among her greatest and most controversial escapades was her liaison with King Ludwig I of Bavaria. This is where the drama thickens. Before social media influencers existed, Lola Montez was undeniably the influencer of the 19th century. Her affair with Ludwig set off a domino of scandals, coups, and political unrest. Many saw her as the femme fatale who disrupted Bavarian politics. And genuinely, that is partly true. But let's not sugarcoat it. She may not have been perfect, but it was this imperfection that made her so fascinating. Loved by some, scorned by others, she became a muse and a menace depending on who you asked. But one thing was certain. Lola Montez mattered. Lola's charm and beauty could open doors closed to most women of her time, but it was her fierce personality and love for liberty that truly carved her name in history. Throughout her life, she lived with an intensity that burned bright but like a comet, burned fast. She would not die a queen or a duchess, but she would die legendary. Her story didn't stop with her passing in 1861. Today, Lola Montez is remembered as more than a dancer, an actress, or a provocateur. She was and remains a symbol of unapologetic self-expression during an era that sought to silence such expressions. Her life story asks an essential question. How far can beauty take you if it's paired with boldness, intelligence, and ambition? So next time you see a woman standing her own ground, unapologetically being herself, remember, Lola Montez danced so women today could thrive. And let us not forget the intricacies of her beauty, flawed, layered, and undeniably striking. This is why we celebrate her. Because true beauty is not porcelain perfection, but the chaos and courage of a life well lived. Lola Montez remains a historical enigma wrapped in grace, scandal, and determination. Her story is a vivid reminder of the transformative power of owning one's identity, flaws, and all. And so, we say, bring on the hearts she broke, the rules she shattered, and the new paths she forged. Here's to dancing to the beat of your own drum, just like Lola Montez.